Hey y'all, welcome back. We are headed towards an apartment tour right now. If you're new here,
7 miles, take the exit to merge onto I-395 north toward Washington.
If you're new here, hi, my name is Mary. I'm 24 and I live just outside of Washington, D.C. with my partner. And if you follow me on TikTok, you will probably have seen a couple videos I've made about all the issues that we've had with our current apartment. Basically, just a ton of things breaking. And yes, things break, but there's just been issues with how things have been handled. One of the damages is this leaking pipe, water damage. We're not sure. It's caused this giant crack in our balcony ceiling. They just painted over it. Just a bunch of different things like that. So we know we're not going to renew this lease, which ends in the fall. So we're just starting our process of touring apartments, seeing what's out there. This is actually the third apartment tour we've gone to. We went to one in Arlington and then went to one in Shaw in DC. This one is going to be in Navy Yard. Now, I'm already not sold on the idea of living in Navy Yard. It's a fun place to go, but living there, it's so close to the Nats Arena, and I think this building itself is like 2 blocks from the Nats Arena. Or stadium, I guess. It's a stadium if it's baseball, right?
Yeah.
Okay, stadium. And we love the Nats, but it's probably, I would assume, going to be a louder area with a lot of foot traffic. Although we're not sure. We're gonna ask the people at the building. But we just toured it. It was in Navy Yard. And we're chatting about it right now, and we definitely think it's our second favorite building that we've seen so far. And we're just kind of going through pros and cons. I know everybody's like looking for something different with an apartment, but we really care about like neighborhood and walkability. We care a lot about community spaces, things like that. So I don't know, it's hard. When we first moved up here, we did absolutely no research. It was our first time moving in together, and it was in the middle of COVID, so we couldn't tour any buildings. So we honestly just applied to a random one and they accepted us, and that's still the building that we live in. And this time we're trying to be so like thorough, and also now that, because we're older now and we've been living together for longer, and so now we actually know more about what we're looking for and what's important to us, whereas before I feel like we had no idea. We were just like, we want to get out of Fredericksburg and we want to live together, and those were our only 2 criteria.
And what's the cheapest?
And what's the cheapest?
Don't forget the most important one of them all.
I don't know if it will ever get old just driving and randomly seeing the Washington Monument. Hey guys, so it's the next week actually. I just got back from my birthday trip. I went to Ocean City, Maryland with a bunch of friends, and we just stayed there for a couple days. It was really nice. I am officially 24. I just got ready because Clara's picking me up and we're gonna go look at the new Glossier store that's opening up in Georgetown. You've probably heard me say this a million times, but Glossier U is my #1 all-time favorite Holy Grail perfume, so I'm really excited. I've been waiting for you to post your YouTube today because I want to follow along the gel nail video.
It's not a good tutorial though. It's a do as I say, not as I do.
I don't know, Clara did my nails. I mean, she did not do these. Don't look at these and think that's her skill. Clara did my nails with gel the other week and they looked really, really cute. So I'm waiting for her to post her YouTube video.
Wow, did you see that I went to this place? Can you even see those?
Look like little cherries. Oh, that's so cute,
Yeah,
actually.
that's what they are.
Is that the place you sent me the picture of? I feel like I need to really start planning like what I want my wedding nail to be, because I feel like if you're gonna, as someone who doesn't go to salons, if I'm gonna go to a salon, I need to start trying salons now.
Yep, you have to do a test run too.
So the Glossier store is in Georgetown. I feel like that fits. Georgetown has like the Aritzia, the Urban Outfitters, the Free People, the Lululemon,
I feel like it's kind of like the Soho of DC in terms of like if a brand is gonna do a pop-up, it's
in Georgetown. No, that's so true. I was trying to like emulate the Hailey Bieber nails that everyone's doing, but just with nail polish. And I actually really liked it when they were done. They're chipped right now because I was at the beach. Also, I'm taking opinions on if my Apple Watch band is too big. I got this from Clara's storefront. You probably saw her viral video about her gold watch band. So I got this like mixed metal one, but now I'm questioning if it's too big, if I shouldn't pair it with the other bracelets. Here's a better look at the watch.
I'm screwed.
My God.
I'm really screwed.
Angel number. I'm talking about my watch. And you're like, how do we make it out of here alive?
We were early, but now we're on time.
Anyway, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Is this too big? Should I move the bracelets to the other wrist? Let me know. How cute this street is. Georgetown has the cutest streets. Put on extra Glossier U perfume for this because I just want them to know when I walk in that I'm a big fan.
You would have loved Core Power.
Core Power? I really want to go. So I've been looking at, that's like down in Roslyn, right? Or
yeah, kind of. I think it's like
in between us?
Yeah. Do you know where the Tupelo honey is?
Yeah. That's actually really good food. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, we went for brunch.
So I have almost booked classes twice and then haven't, but I really want to go. My old manager said she really loved it.
There's like different names for all the classes, so I took like the baseline easiest one. But some people kept telling me to take like sculpt.
Was it like easy or like how was it?
I don't.
Because I was
challenged,
challenged,
but
enough yoga experience.
Yeah. So I don't really have a lot of yoga experience, but I do feel like Pilates is like, I was noticing myself using muscle groups that I have only ever used Pilates for.
Okay. So like way easier than solid core?
Okay, I would say easier, but in terms of like workout, according to my Apple Watch, it was the same like, I guess, level of workout. Like it.
But you're not on a reformer, so it's probably like.
Yeah.
The reformer is the hard part for me. Okay, so I'm in the front, and so I guess all the different locations have themes, and this one is Glossier Air, because there's the Air and Space Museum in DC, and so like when you walk in, it's like a runway, like an airline runway. So this is what it looks like when you walk in. And she said that these are like real airplane windows, so that's really cool. And then you like walk down the runway with the lights on the floor. And then you walk up there, and then that's the star. Today is a very big, very exciting day because I'm actually going to get my lips filled. I'm getting a mini lip plump. I've been thinking about this for honestly like years off and on, and I finally am gonna do it. I'm not massively insecure about my lips, but there are little things about them, mostly just like issues of unevenness that I've noticed that's what I want to like correct today. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna take you along and vlog the whole process. I'm a total first timer. I do have Dysport in my forehead. I've gotten Dysport 3 times in my forehead, but I've never gotten filler. So I'm gonna get my little mini lip plump. I'm gonna ask what are my options for under eye stuff. I'm a little bit more hesitant about under eye filler just because that's a more sensitive area and I think there's more potential for it to go wrong. I'll give you a little before. So there's just a couple issues with like unevenness on the sides, and that's just kind of what I want to look at today. I don't want my lips to be like massively bigger. So I do think stuff like this is fun. Like by all means, you do not have to get injectables or Botox or filler of any kind. You don't have to. For me, this is kind of like, I don't know, getting highlights in my hair. Like it's just something fun to experiment with. If I don't like it, I'll just get them dissolved. I don't want anyone to watch me and think, oh, I have to do that too. I support people doing what they want and, you know, making their own decisions about their own bodies, but filler and injectables are a very nuanced subject, so I just want to be aware of that. I just know like I'm not going into this because I'm so insecure about my lips and this is the only thing that'll make me feel confident or beautiful. I'm going into this feeling like okay about them, but there's just small minor things that I just want to see what I would look like and how I would feel if they were different. I think anything like cosmetic or beauty related can become dangerous when you feel like you can't live without that thing and that like you without that thing aren't worth as much, but that's not how I feel going into this, so I know that like this is okay for me to do. What? Why are you staring at me?
Staring at you.
You want to come say hi?
Sure.
He's just staring me down.
Hi.
My lips are gonna be this big.
You'll be fine. You got your orca.
Will I look pretty with my lips like this?
I think so.
Does that mean that you don't like my lips like the way they are now?
The can of worms, we know.
Watch yourself.
Have to evacuate.
Anyway, my Alta's almost here, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. We're gonna go through this together. So I'm here at Logan 14 with Victoria. This is Talks by Tori. If you look her up on Instagram, I'll link her in the bio. And she did my first ever Dysport, my first and second Dysport injections in my forehead. But now you're in Utah.
Now I've moved to Utah. I'm now at Beauty Lab and Laser, but I still am coming back to DC about every 3 to 4 months. So you can still, if you link in my bio, you can join my email list.
And I waited till she was coming back to DC to get my lips done. We've decided we're gonna do a little bit of shaping on like the sides here and then a little bit of volume on the bottom. And what are we using?
So the product that we're gonna use for her is called Restylane Kiss. So I mean, there's so many different choices of lip filler, but for her specifically, we need to add a little bit of structure on the sides of her lip where she feels that there's some asymmetry. And so Restylane Kiss, if we use a filler that's too soft, which I do love as well for different things, it won't be able to add that shape. So Restylane Kiss is kind of a good medium where it's still very soft and natural. It's Kiss, it's kind of made for the lips, but it will still be able to add some of that height. Cool. And then potentially in the future, we've talked about if we just want to do a little bit of volume
Volume,
judge.
juiciness.
We'll do something like refine if the shape's already where we want it.
Cool.
But today we're gonna work on probably just a half syringe. We'll see, we'll kind of go with what it needs, but just on shaping, so.
Cool. And then I said, like, I think I already said this in this vlog, but I just want a little extra right on the sides because I feel like they dip in and my bottom lip's a little bit fuller. And yeah, so are we gonna like numb me? How does this work?
Yes, so there's kind of two fun options with numbing. We'll probably do some topical, and then we can also do a little bit of injection for the areas that are super spicy, but there's always a pro con. If you do full injection numbing where you're super numb and you can't feel it, is amazing, but it can make them very sore for a day or two after sometimes.
Gotcha.
So I prefer if we can do less of that and more just topical, but if it's too spicy, we always have the option of adding more injection numbing, and then you can't feel anything like the dentist.
Cool. And then I am a bruiser, so I'm expecting to bruise.
Yes,
So.
especially the first day or two after. Tomorrow you might look in the mirror and be like, Tori, what did you do to me? But just, you know,
I was
have
like,
to work through
I was
it.
like looking on the TikTok tag. I did this to myself. Like last night I was like scrolling through lip filler videos where people get so swollen. I was like, oh my God.
It won't be that bad with you. It depends on technique a little bit as well, but you know,
And you've got the
you're
technique.
crazy, I've got the technique. But if you're a crazy bruiser, I bruise every time. So
Okay, so I might bruise, but oh well.
yeah.
Can I work out tomorrow? I know I can't work out today.
So I usually wait at least 24 hours, especially if you're very swollen the second day. Working out will make the swelling a little bit worse. So if your swelling's pretty gone and you know it's 24 hours past, it's okay. But if you're still pretty swollen, I would at least, if you're gonna do anything, do like yoga or something less cardio that won't add to the swelling.
I'm so nervous. I'm home now. I'm pretty swollen, which she said was totally normal. I'm gonna show you, but just keep in mind this is more swollen than how it's gonna be, and I think it's gonna take like at least a week for it to totally heal. But here's how they look now. But I have been icing them with just my face roller ever since I got home, which feels really good. So far, I'm pretty happy. I'm excited to see how they heal, just to see the final result. We ended up using 0.6 of a syringe, so not a whole syringe. I'm just taking it easy and icing them because it is starting to hurt. The numbing is wearing off, and so I am starting to feel a little bit more. I would say, in terms of the pain, it wasn't super painful because she put the numbing cream on me, and then I also had a couple little shots of lidocaine. So it honestly wasn't really painful. It was like a couple of, you know, strong pinches here and there, but some of them I couldn't even feel. Like the ones around this side of my mouth I couldn't even feel, and then I think like this corner of my mouth had less of the numbing cream, so I could feel like some strong pinches here. I'm gonna keep icing my lips, and I just have computer work to do today. I'm just starting to bruise right here, but honestly nothing bad so far. So it's about 24 hours after. I do have some bruising, not as much as I thought I would because I have been really diligent about using the arnica gel. However, I don't know how well it's translating on camera, but in real life, it looks like I got punched in the face, like in terms of the amount of swelling. And it feels like, you know when you have a zit that's ready to pop and you can feel the pressure like building under the skin? That's kind of how it feels with this. It just feels massively swollen, but I am really happy with how the shape is turning out. I'm happy I'm not bruising worse. I think as the swelling just continues to go down over the next week or so, I'm gonna end up being really happy with it, but yeah. I'm working from my bed today. I woke up and started my period, so I've got my hot water bottle, I've got my Tylenol, I've got my laptop, and I'm doing all my work stuff from bed today. My periods are pretty intense, and I usually am quite stationary on the first day, but I don't mind it because I do have a lot to get done, and so this is kind of forcing me to be on my laptop and get a lot done. Today I'm mostly working on stuff from my offline career, so writing and editing. And yeah, just grinding away. I've got my little hot water bottle. It's about mid-afternoon, and when I finish, I've already got my next book ready to go. I think I'm just gonna read this evening. It's called The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. And I'm excited. I haven't seen anybody say anything about it. Like, this was one that just caught my eye when I was in the bookstore, so I don't actually know anything about it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here because the unexpected arrival of my period has kind of changed my plans for the next day. I feel like my vlogs are so boring because I keep telling you guys, like, oh, all I'm gonna do today is work, so I'm not gonna film it. But that's just true. Like, I'm really happy I could show you guys some interesting things in this vlog, like the Glossier event and going to get my lips filled. I mean, the honest truth is, majority of the time, I'm just like sitting working on my laptop. I hope it's not too boring. Let me know if you enjoy these week in the lives, and I'll try to plan them around weeks where I do have interesting things going on. I'm gonna have a snack. I love a little go-go squeeze and some goldfish. and keep hydrating. Keep this bad boy locked on tight, and that is going to be all for today. Please let me know what you'd like to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate all of you guys so much.